I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
What's up, it's your boy Ninfro back with another Jump Force video, and today I'm doing an in-depth character guide on Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. I'm going to start off with the special moves and then go into combos and then other tips and tricks you can do with him to play your best. So for his first special move, his R2 square, I'll show you, it has a pretty good range, so it should hit from here, as you can see, and this is a 2-meter attack that launches your opponent up into the air, and it's very useful for comboing. But if I dash back twice, it will not reach from here, but it'll stop right in front of them, so you can see it gets pretty close. The range on that is about half the stage. And that's it. That was a 2-meter special. And here is his Getsuga Tensho. If you just press it once, he just shoots it once. But if you hold it down, it'll do 2 slices, and each slice costs a meter. So if you just do it once, that's 1 meter. And if you do it twice, that's 2 meters. And now, put these settings on real quick. To show you his R2 circle, it's a counter, so I'm going to need the opponent to hit me. And that is what the counter looks like. That also costs 2 bars of meter. And going back to the R2 triangle, if you go Awakening first, and then you use R2 triangle, it's slightly different. It'll now send out one vertical slice that costs 1 bar of meter, and it comes out much faster than before. Now onto some combos with Ichigo. These first few combos are going to all require no support, so you can use the support if wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. This first one is going to be a 2-meter combo, and it's going to be 4 squares, 2 triangles, R2 square, and then 3 squares while you're in the air to finish off the combo. And this next one is a 4-meter combo. It's going to be the same thing for the start: 4 squares, 2 triangles, R2 square, and this time just 2 squares in the air, and then R2 triangle to finish it off. And you can hold it down for those 2 Getsuga Tenshos, and if you're in Awakening, it'll just do 1, but it'll still be fine. Now, this is a variation of that combo, but it's a little bit different. It's going to start off the same: 4 squares, 2 triangles, R2 square. This time in the air, you hold triangle, but not all the way, and you let go early, and then you hold down R2 triangle to get the Getsuga Tenshos out there, and that is another 4-meter combo. Now this is a 2-meter combo. This one's going to be 4 squares, 3 down squares, and then hold R2 triangle. Now I'm going to be showing you how to combo out of some special moves. I'm going to show you how to combo out of his R2 square. So let's say you're a ways away and you happen to catch your opponent off guard, and you can start the combo off with R2 square and then launch him up in the air, and you wait till you land on the floor, and then you start doing one of the earlier combos I showed you. And that was 4 squares, 2 triangles, R2 square into the 2 squares, and then an R2 triangle to finish it off. Now if you did that combo in Awakening, it would be much better because he would just do the 1 vertical Getsuga Tensho instead of just finishing it off with 1 sideways. And you can do that same thing starting it off with the R2 square, and then just do one of the other combos I showed you earlier, where this time you hold triangle in the air and then finish it off with the Getsuga Tensho. And you can also do that. You can also start it off with the special move, wait till you land, and then you can do the down square combo that I showed you earlier as well. That is a 4-meter combo, and those other 2 before this one were both 5-meter combos. And now I'm going to be showing you combos that you can do after you've awakened and gotten your different Getsuga Tensho. So all of the combos I just showed you will work whether you have awakened or not awakened. It doesn't matter. All of those combos I just showed you will work, and these combos are only going to work while you're in Awakening. So this first one, it's pretty simple. It's just 4 squares, then there's 3 triangles, and after the 3rd triangle you do an R2 triangle to catch them while they're flying away. And then you can do that same thing, but starting with an R2 square this time. You do the R2 square, wait till you land, and then you do what I just showed you. 3 triangles into the R2 triangle. And that's amazing because you do good damage, but it costs less meter now because your Getsuga Tensho only costs 1 meter now instead of doing 2 meters. Now I'm going to show you some combos into ultimate with Ichigo after you have gone awakening. These combos will work whether you're... These combos will actually work whether you're in awakening or not. It doesn't matter, but it's just better to go awakening first because these are combos into ultimate and your ultimate does much more damage in awakening. So I'm going to be showing you now a 4 meter combo into ultimate. So go awakening first and hit him with R2 square. Then wait till you land on the ground. 4 squares, 2 triangles, R2 square again. And here you can just mash R2X because it'll only work while you're on the ground and then it'll connect. And you connect your ultimate and get a good amount of damage off. As you can see, that does a lot of damage for not using any supports at all. Ichigo's a pretty good character. And now I'm going to be showing you, I think, I'm not 100% sure, I'll be able to check once I go back to edit this, I think, but this is only a 2 meter combo into ultimate, but this does the most damage and it's just kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how this game works. This game rewards you for doing simple combos instead of complicated ones. So this right here, R2 square, wait till you land, 4 squares, 3 triangles, and then mash R2X, and it should connect and do a buttload of damage. As you can see, this, I'm not sure if the combo I did before this or this one does more damage, but for using 2 meters, that does an insane amount of damage. Now I'm going to be showing you some combos with Piccolo Support. These combos are kind of just for fun, to be honest. They're not that optimal to be using in a real fight when Ichigo can already do a buttload of damage by himself, so you can really use any support you want. But I'm just going to be showing you some cool combos with Piccolo Support. This one you're going to have to be right in front of them. Do that. 2 triangles, R2 square. Then you're going to want to wait till you land. 2 squares, and then R2 square once again. Then you're going to want to do your ultimate when you land. So I started off that by being right in front of my opponent, summoning Piccolo, then using a Getsuga Tensho, then following up with the rest. Now onto the next Piccolo Support move. This is a 2 meter one that's actually pretty useful if you can land it. It's 4 squares, 3 down squares, and then you want to Getsuga Tensho and bring out Piccolo at the same time, and then Getsuga Tensho once again. And that's just only 2 meters and really fast, so that's pretty good. Now this next one is just kind of fun to do. It's a 6 meter combo. I know we only have 5 meter, but you charge in the middle of it. I'll be showing you in a little bit. A 6 meter combo with Piccolo Support that isn't really optimal, but again, it's just kind of fun to do. So you're going to start it off with R2 square. Wait after the face cutscene, and then when he swipes up, you hold Piccolo, then you charge. Then you do 4 squares, 2 triangles, R2 square once again. Wait for him to slice up, then you summon Piccolo. Then you charge again. Then you do R2 square. And that's that. Now you can do that same thing, but you can just do it as a combo into ultimate. So I'm gonna go awakening first because make my ultimate do more damage. Start off with R2 square. Wait for him to swipe up, summon Piccolo, charge, 4 squares, 2 triangles, R2 square, summon Piccolo, charge for no reason, and then use your ultimate, connect it, and just look at that. It's like a fancy combo. It does less damage than Ichigo by himself, but it's just flexing on your opponent if you want to. Now I'm going to be going over what you can do while your opponent's guarding and you're playing Ichigo. So put the CPU on guard. In this game, while you're attacking their guard and you try to grab, a lot of the times grabs will go right through them. But surprisingly for Ichigo, that just doesn't happen. So if you do one attack and then try to grab, it doesn't really count because there's that pause in between the two attack and grab, and it's like a reset. But if you do 2 squares and then grab, it'll connect. And if you do 3 squares and grab, it'll connect. If you do 4 squares and grab, it'll connect. But if you do 5, it doesn't really count because there's that long pause and it's like a reset. So what I'm trying to get at is, if you're hitting on your opponent's guard, you can just grab and mix them up, catch them off guard and get them. But if they try to backstep, something you can do is a vanish. So say I'm hitting their guard and they see my grab coming and they backstep like this to avoid my grab, then instead of doing that, I can do a mix up, hit their guard, press X to vanish, and then grab from a different angle. And you can do that on, you can even use that to make the 1 square grab much faster. So yeah, I'm just trying to say that there's many mix-ups that you can do with Ichigo to catch your opponent off guard, even though I just failed right there. But yeah, that's about all I have to show you for this character guide video. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see character guide video on anybody else, just comment down below who you'd like me to make a character guide on. I'm going to eventually get to every character in the game, including all the DLC characters. But thanks for watching, and see you next time.